What is going on, guys? Jay Kraft here with the Facebook group All Around Pickers Lounge, and I'm here today with a what sold video. And I generally don't do those. What I'll do for you is I'll pick up my items from the swap meet and the yard sales and thrift stores, and I'll tell you what I paid for them and what I actually expect them to sell for. But I usually don't come full circle and talk about the sales as they happen. Every now and then you'll see me post up an image to our Facebook community page. I'll put the link down below where you can talk about the items that you sold and cool bolos and pickups and all those things. And you'll see an item here or there, something that's kind of jumped out, a little bit unique, a little bit against the grain for the traditional types of sales that people like me and you get, your everyday reseller. But I thought it might be an interesting idea on Mondays if I came to you and I showed you everything I sold over the weekend, because the weekends, as you know, are the best time to sell items online. And between eBay, Amazon, and Mercari, I am getting anywhere between 15 to 20 sales each and every weekend now. As long as I keep my inventory numbers up, I do expect that to continue. Now, today we're in front of the new renovated warehouse space that I'm working on here at my house. This is my garage that's been converted to a warehouse. And like I said before, if you want a little bit of a walkthrough of that, let me know. Today we are in front of the warehouse instead of inside of the warehouse. So you're gonna hear some cars and some birds and stuff like that. But I asked Daniel for my lights back that he's using to take photos with right now, and he's still busy with them, and this is the only way I could get some decent lighting today. But without further ado, guys, let's take a look at the items, because there is quite a few of them. Now, you know as well as I do that this guy loves selling plush. Not only is it easy to work with and it's very cheap to buy most times, the sell-through isn't bad either. The first one up is a Sideshow Bob plush with the original tag in pretty darn good condition. This guy sold for about $20 plus tax and shipping and everything as well. Accidentally left shipping on for this one, but it sold through no problem. And again, there isn't much to say on plush other than the fact that if it looks interesting and it looks unique, just take a moment and look it up. Sold this cutie little Peeps plush as well. I think we have 3 plush pieces this weekend alone. And if you're like me and you stock up and you have a couple hundred plush on your inventory, you're going to be selling through stuffed animals every single weekend. So this one, about another $15. It's under a pound, so it's going to ship first class. I know what you're thinking. You're like, small amount of money on each one of these, but it really truly adds up. If you're trying to get to that, I don't know, $200 a day average, adding plush and adding other smalls to your inventory is what's going to really push you up over the top. Now, both of those, I paid $1 each on them, if I remember correctly. So it's almost pure profit after everything's paid for on the back end. I also sold this neat little hat. And what was really interesting about this one, not only did I get this for free, which is great, but there was really no comps and really no information about this piece at all. And rather than kind of tossing it to the side like a lot of people do with items that, you know, there really isn't much justification in listing it. This is a really beat up old school hat, and there wasn't much information. I didn't have a brand name to work with. I didn't have any provenance of the item. I just decided, well, I got it for free. Rather than trash it, we'll list it up. And I think I got $16 for this piece during a 15% off sale. And that isn't bad. Even it has a busted snap here as well, but somebody still wanted to pull the trigger on it, so I'm happy about that. One more interesting plush as well as this little guy. You may remember I showed him from the show. He came from the same place that the Pebble Beach hat came from. It was an estate sale clear out. So this little cutie is about another $20. I think it's a Rutherford? Yeah, Rutherford 3, aka a Russ Plushie. So these do really, really well too. I don't know who's buying some of these, but I'm happy that they are. And then I had somebody message me about 3 days regarding this piece, and they said, Jay, they used my username. They said, you should know better than to have this piece listed as an authentic Remington piece. And I said, easy there, hotshot. I'm like, tell me what your reason is as to why you feel that way. And they said, all the Remingtons are of a certain size, they have specifics on signature, your base is all wrong, this, that, and the other. And I looked at it and I said, well, okay, that's pretty solid information. So I went ahead and reevaluated my price. I moved this piece from $100 down to $50. And to be frank, when I listed it originally, I did $100 at auction, you know, because we talk about doing this. You know, you do your minimum ask price, the minimum amount that you want to get, and then hope that you get the bids at auction, and it'll go to wherever it needs to get to. And if no one bids on it, then you flip it around. You make it a buy it now. And then you let it marinate for a while. And if you still aren't getting your your minimum ask price, throw that oboe on there and see if somebody will take it. Now, if you've done all those things and no one will still take it, guess what? The market doesn't want it. You're asking too much, or there's just no desirability at the moment. After my talk with him, I went ahead and didn't do any additional research beyond the authentication. I didn't care for pricing or anything like that. I just wanted it out the door. I reduced the price by 50%. So it was 100 on sale at 85. I went from 100 down to 50. It sold within 24 hours to a different person. This is the piece right here. Absolutely gorgeous. But again, it's not an authentic, it's a replica piece, and very, very beautiful, and I'm sure somebody's going to love this. At 50 bucks, this is going to be over a pound, so it's going to be going cubic most likely. Small chance it might go FedEx. If you guys haven't looked at the FedEx rates on eBay yet, they're surprisingly cheap on certain items, so make sure you check that out. We'll have another video about that here coming up soon. But yeah, cool little piece. I overpaid for this initially, I know that much. I think I paid maybe $15, possibly even $20 when I bought this. I got this in Maricopa. If you didn't see like my little Maricopa vlog video, I'll throw the description down there if I remember. If not, just go through my videos. Just type in Maricopa and it'll come right up. But this was part of that little vlog experience that I went on, and we have another vlog coming out soon. Don't tell anyone about it. It's going to be in Las Vegas of all places. So cool sale. What else do we got today? Speaking of antiques or collectibles, I got this gorgeous, gorgeous piece of pottery. And I can't tell you any more information about it other than that it's pretty, and it says Namanji Pottery. Yeah, that's all I know. And sometimes, guys, when you buy stuff, you don't have to be an expert in it, okay? If anyone's asking you for help comping an item that has text on it, they're usually doing something wrong. So when I'm at the store and I see the text on the item, that's all I need to see. Look it up. I could tell what other ones were going for, and then I took a picture of the most beautiful side of it. You want this to be your presentation side. Don't take a picture of this side and then ask $35. Take a picture of this gorgeous side, ask $35. That's what this bad boy sold for. I think it was originally at $40, $45 on sale, 15% off again. Did the sale all weekend long. Very, very happy to see this go out the door. With stuff like this, when you're adding a subjective art element to it and you have to go through and price it, you kind of list it and then cross your fingers. Will somebody else agree with you that your eye saying that this piece is worth $35 based on the look and the condition of it? Will more people look at it that same way and decide to pull the trigger? So you're kind of using a little bit of your previous experience, and if need be, ask somebody for help. Now, when we were talking about that estate sale clear out, we also had this item as well. This is a Beatrix Potter fitted sheet. Now, this thing is a little funky looking, okay? It's got some damage to it, which we did include in the original photograph. The damage to the item didn't seem to affect the buyers who wanted to get this. We had several watchers on it. It ultimately sold for $16. Now, again, I understand it's not a whole lot of money, but remember, we are saving these pieces from ending up inside of landfills. That's not something that we want. If we can save this from having to end up inside of a landfill, that's a good thing. I didn't want to toss this out. Again, this was part of the estate sale clear out. I don't think I paid anything for this. 16 bucks, it'll cost me $3 or $4 to ship it out the door. And then guys, this next one, I got a little bit of a treat for you. You may have remembered when I picked this up from a Goodwill, probably about 9 months ago now. I paid $3, maybe $4 for this piece. It is a wooden, signed with brass inlay on both ends, liquid kaleidoscope. And I'll go ahead and let you enjoy that right now. Check this bad boy out. Isn't that a neat piece? I paid $3 or $4 for it again, and I sold it for $50. This is one of those items that I knew when I was listing it I was going slightly above the average. I've seen similar ones sell between $30 to $35, but I noticed there wasn't very many available within the market, and I thought with that in mind, I can ask 20, maybe 30% more on it and just wait it out. Again, with eBay, look at all the stuff behind me. Okay, if it was a matter of just having everything sell as soon as you listed it online, everyone and their mother would be doing this because they'd want to get rich quick. It's not about getting paid today. It's not about getting paid immediately. Let those items sit, let them marinate, ask for a few extra dollars. Don't be afraid to if you need to on certain things, and just wait, okay? And I was even talking with somebody about this. We're going to do a video on this too. there were some people that were concerned regarding managed payments because they were wondering, how am I going to be able to afford my shipping? Okay? Remember guys, eBay is a long-term play. If you're out of money, you shouldn't be selling on eBay. You shouldn't be buying on eBay, okay? If you're wanting to be successful on eBay, you need to have a little bit of money and a little bit of patience and build your brand up over time. That's the only way you're going to make it within e-commerce in the eBay format, or even the Mercari format, or even the Amazon format. Make sure you get a little bit of money going, price your items correctly, maximize your investments. We got a few more interesting pieces, and I'll let all of you carry on with your day. We have these Columbus ski pants. And again, this was another one of those estate sale clear out items. I didn't really want to deal with these, but they're a good brand. They're vintage. They're well built. I think I got $22 to $24 on them. I paid nothing for them. Okay, I got a couple more ski jackets left, but I hate dealing with clothing. I hate how long it takes to sell. And I heard somebody even ask, regarding the seasonality of certain items. Winter wear sells year round. It doesn't matter. Swimsuits, they sell year round. There's always going to be somebody looking to buy those types of items. And then we have two items within the trading card category today. One, we have a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which was part of a local buy. I buy out people's old collections of cards, clean them, list them, sell them. This is about $13 for this one. And then I also have a set of Stranger Things chase cards, part of the secondary series within the Topps Season 1 hit boxes that came out. I bought $1,000 worth of these boxes. It looks like I'm going to triple my money at this point. If you're not into cardboard investing, I strongly recommend you check out the channel called Alpha Investments. Very, very good channel for learning about cardboard, Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, all kinds of trading cards. This is another $15 to $20. It might be as much as $25 on that set. And then last two items, I know it's so much stuff sold this weekend. We have a Weight Watchers fitness calorie tracker, fat and fiber food plan tracker. Paid $1.99 for this bad boy, sold for $28.99. I was one of the few people that actually had one of these things available online. And when you have hard to find diet accessory type items, I even sold those Tap Fit tap dancing shoes the other day for like $100, $129. If you have hard to find fitness items, you can get great money for them. And the very last item for the day, the most exciting one of them all, they're just some basic paintbrushes. I got this as part of a bulk buy at the swap meet as well. I couldn't get any comps on this whatsoever. This is a vintage set of paintbrushes by the brand Lowell Cornell. And I just listed it up at 15 bucks. It was one of those things where this could be worth 40, it could be worth 100. I frankly don't know, and I'm frankly not bothered to take the time to find out. I don't expect to run into more of these anytime soon, and I just wanted to get things listed up. The fact that it took a little over 2 weeks to sell leads me to believe that I am not losing out on a gold mine here, and I'm happy to take that $10 bill after fees and shipping and have myself a decent little lunch with it. Guys, what's going on, guys? Alternate timeline Jay here, because I forgot to mention one of the items that I sold, which is this little cute guy, this mammoth plush, sold for almost $40, and I think I paid maybe only $3-4 bucks for it. Can't really complain, but I just wanted to make sure I got this included in the video because it's a rock solid weekend of sales. I don't want to forget anything, so back to the main video. This has been my pickups, or my sales, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, Friday past noon till Sunday, technically Monday morning. 3 full days worth of sales. If you enjoyed seeing all of my eBay sales, and you want to see my Mercari sales, or you want to see my Amazon sales, you want to see some of that other stuff, or you want to see me come back and do this next weekend, just let me know, okay? And I'll do it again, because it takes a couple hours to put these together, because we're probably going to have graphics on screen and all that good stuff. But if it's helping you learn, and you're getting a little bit more of a grasp of what we're doing here, then I want to keep doing it for you. We want to get into a 5-day-a-week cycle. That would be nice. But if you have any questions regarding buying, selling, trading, swapping, anything, or if you have some video suggestions, put them down below. If you need to get in touch with me directly, you want some consulting, you want some training, or Jay, you just say, Jay, come help me out with what I'm doing, visit Bolorama.com. We'll have the link down below. You can send in a help request for me, and I'll get on the phone and we'll talk and help you out with whatever you got going on, okay? We have a whole host of services. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and remember, be the best version of you can be, And if you don't make that money, someone else will. Have a great day.